Hey y'all, welcome back to the Sim Twins. My name is Brooke and today we are doing another speed build. Now this speed build was super fun because it is a speed build of tiny gingerbread homes. And what I wanted to do with this lot was I wanted to create two tiny homes right beside each other, and they both are lofts and I think they're super cute, and I tried to make them as gingerbread house feeling as possible. So on the outside, as you can see, I went with a stucco wall just so you could get that gingerbread classic feel. And I used some of the new snowy escape toppers on the roofs because I thought that, you know, when you see a gingerbread house, a lot of times you will put a bunch of different candies on the tops of the roofs. So I used these and I made them a bunch of different colors, and I thought that they looked like little gumdrops on the tops of the roofs. And I tried to go with a theme for colors based on each house. One of the houses is more green and blues and the other ones is more pinks and reds, and I really liked that contrast between the two houses. And here I am. I used a lot of windows from Lifestyle. I used a lot of windows from Realm of Magic, and I originally looked at doing some of these stained glass ones, but they were just a little too overkill for what I wanted to do with the houses. So I stuck with the regular ones, but I think they turned out really well. And then I used some of these industrial wrought iron looking kind of windows. I think they came with Get to Work. I just thought that they were cool and they added a little bit of an industrial vibe. And here I am working on building out this platform, and the platform tool I'm still getting used to in terms of how to make a platform without destroying my walls completely. And what I had to do is I just had to rebuild the walls, but that's fine. And I had to change around the layout of the kitchen area a little bit, as you will see later. But here I am using some of these beautiful pendant lights from the movie Hangout stuff pack. I think that they worked out really well because they gave a lot of color to the build, and I really wanted this house to be full of color. I wanted these houses to be full of color and to be full of life, because that's what I think of when I think of gingerbread houses. And this is the area that will be the kitchen. Both of the rooms have kitchens that are big enough to do everything that you need. They have a sink, they have a refrigerator, and they have an oven range. So you could have roommates living in here. You could have one of the people living in one area and then use the roommate system that came with Discover University to have a roommate in the other building. Or you could have two friends who live together, but they kind of like have their own separate spaces. So really it's up to you about how you want to do it. But here I am working on that platform area for the second part. I went with the exact same layout for both of the houses, and that's just to keep it simple, and you know, to make sure that each of the houses, because the footprint was so small, I wanted to make sure that I could get in everything possible. And even though there are technically two houses on this lot, this is still considered a tier 3 tiny home, which is called the small home because it is under 100 tiles, even with both of the houses and the place where I added the bathroom. I think where I added the bathroom was pretty ingenious, and it was actually, I made this on stream. So Bree and we stream on Twitch several times a week. So if you're interested in watching us play The Sims in real time, you can definitely check out our Twitch. It's twitch.tv/thesimtwins. We would love to see you all there. But here I am working on that galley style kitchen, and I loved the colors that I used. I used the Jungle Adventure kitchen stuff because I just think that they are so cool. They're so retro, and I just love the different colors. And here I am working on this space. As you can see, this is where the bathroom section is, and I thought that was really ingenious. So here I am adding these very fun and colorful doors so each of the houses can have access to the bathroom area. And because the houses are a little bit offset of each other, they're not sitting on the lot exactly parallel to one another, I think that adds a nice dimension and depth. And then I used from Eco Lifestyle these planks of wood that are design things for walls, and I thought it added a little bit of dimension because, as I said, this is supposed to represent a gingerbread house, so I wanted to kind of give the walls a little bit more texture than I usually would. And I used the new Snowy Escape bath tile because I just think it's so cute. The little cats are so kawaii. I can't stop using them in all my builds because they're just so adorable. But the bathroom is basically a Jack and Jill style bathroom. It has everything you need in it. It has your shower tub combo, your your toilet, and it has 2 sinks, which I thought is really nice to have 2 sinks when you're sharing a bathroom, especially in real life. It's great because then you can both be in the bathroom at the same time, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, all of that stuff at the same time when you're sharing a bathroom. And I originally put in just a tub, but I decided to put in the tub shower combo because that is definitely the most efficient use of space. But here I am working around. I originally put the access to the lofts on the side where the bathroom access is. So I changed the access so you don't have your Sims not being able to get up there because of the door and vice versa. I didn't know if that would be a problem, but I just wanted to make sure that there was no routing issues. We checked this on stream. So the one that is on our gallery, you can download this off of our gallery. Our gallery ID is the Sim Twins 14. We made sure to check it, and oh my gosh, I don't know if your game can do this, but my game is doing this. You can now scoot when you're sitting on a bed, which is really awesome because these loft spaces, technically, because they're only 3 wide, do not have enough room for your Sims to go around the bed. But because of the fact that you can now scoot, it's perfect. Now, if you don't have that ability for some reason, if your game is still glitching out for that, you can always move the bed to a different position. I would put it on that other wall. So where I have the bed now is right under that big, long, skinny window on the back wall. But you could always move the bed to that other wall, and then you wouldn't have that routing issue because there should be more than enough space for your Sims to get up, for your Sims to be on both sides of that bed. But that was just something that I learned in my gameplay, which is why I kept it like this on the gallery. I don't know if you're going to have issues with that, but again, if you want to download this build and you do have that issue, you can always just move around the furniture so it will work with your Sims. But I was just really excited to find out the scooting issue was fixed, or at least the scooting happens in my game. And then here I am working on this layout of the bottom area of the red house. So I'm going to call them the red and green houses because they have like the different colors. But I wanted to add those little gingerbread candy toppers on the top of that midsection of the roof as well. But I really liked the way that I did the outside. I went kind of overboard, but I used a bunch of cool things like this lamp that looks like lollipops. I made them bigger and I put them in the little bushes outside, and I thought that's so cute. It looks like you have little lollipops outside your front yard. And of course I had to add a ginormous Christmas tree. And then I used all of these little hexagonal floor lights, and I think they come with Eco Lifestyle if I'm not mistaken. And I used them to line the pathway so that they look like candy on the floor, candy on the ground, and I thought that that was super cute and super pretty. So I really enjoyed that. And then I made sure to go into the nighttime section so you could see what colors they are and you could see what they are going to be looking like in terms of the different colors. I wanted to make sure that you have a bunch of different colors for your Sims to see, just have a bunch of different variety in it. I thought that it would be more fun if they were a bunch of different colors rather than the same color. And, you know, candy canes and all of that kind of stuff. I wanted to make sure that I always put in a surfing Santa in these builds because I absolutely adore the surfing Santa for some reason. I think it's just super cute, and I really like the way that the front yard turned out. It's really great. You kind of have like 2 different pathways so that it feels like both houses have their own separate entrance, which I really liked about that. And then here I am working in the greenhouse, and I am fixing up all of the stuff that goes in here. So one of the things that I think would be super cool, because now you can do rental lots on any world, I think it'd be really cool to turn this into like a Mount Komorebi in the snow area, or in Outdoor Retreat even, which is already a place where you can go and do rental lots. You could make this like a cute little getaway for the winter time for maybe like two couples who wanted to come, like their best friends, and they come to this area because, you know, they can share the bathrooms and they have their own little space at night for each of the couples to go and have alone time with just their other person in the couple. I think that would be a really cute way that you could use this as a rental lot. And I also wanted to make sure that the color schemes were cohesive, but I also wanted to make them like super colorful. So on the wallpaper, I chose this wallpaper specifically because it kind of reminded me of chocolate bars, and I really liked that idea of the wallpaper looking like chocolate bars. And then the living spaces in each of the areas are fairly small, but again, if you use this as a rental lot, I think it would be perfect for that, because you don't want your rental space to be too big, because you're not going to be spending that much time in the space that you rent anyway when you go on vacation. Hopefully we can go on vacation soon enough and we can, you know, go to all these cool places, and, you know, I'm not going to spend that much time in my Airbnb or in my hotel room. So honestly, that's why I think, you know, small spaces are fine, but for me, like, I live my life like, oh, it doesn't really matter if my space is too big, because I'm not going to be spending that much time in my home space. I want to go out and travel when I'm on vacation if you use this as a rental lot. But also because of the fact that these are connected by the bathroom in the center, you can, you know, just easily flow in and out of each of the different spaces, which I think makes it feel like it's a lot bigger, especially if you wanted to have a bunch of Sims come. There's only places for 7 Sims, I think, to eat in this area, and that's in both of the houses. 3 in the red house and 4 in the greenhouse. So you couldn't like throw like a ginormous party in one of these, but you could definitely have it where both of the areas become part of the party area, and then you could have your Sims just flow in and out of each of the houses through the bathroom. I think that would be totally fine for gameplay, and, you know, in real life I think that would be fine as well. I just really liked the idea of having these 2 tiny gingerbread houses beside each other, and just a space so you can have your space, and then if you really have a good friend or something like that, you can also get access to their space super easily with no problem. And of course, some people don't want to share bathrooms, but, you know, if you're good enough friends, you would want to share a bathroom. But anyway, here I am working on the area in the red house where you can watch your TV, enjoy your time on the couch, just watch the snow outside fall. I really wanted to make sure that all of these screenshots that I could take would be during the winter time, so I changed the weather outside so that it was all snowy. It is really kind of hard to decorate outside though, because everything gets all of this snow on it, so it's sometimes hard to see what the ground looks like, obviously, because it's covered in snow, and what the roof looks like. So I'm not even sure if I changed the roof color from the base game roof, like you just get if you just put a roof down. I think I did, but I'm not sure, and I can't tell even because it's in the snow anyway. But I definitely went around and did a lot of decorations on the windows and everywhere like that, because I wanted it to feel very magical. I wanted it to feel like this place was cozy and comfy. And one of the things that I think is cozy and comfy is just like having decorations all over the walls. And I would say I didn't decorate it to be like a particular Sim in mind. I tried to decorate it so that it's just holiday themed, so we have lots of different holiday stuff. And I love these little snow people outside. They are adorable, and they come in a bunch of different color swatches, which I think looks great. And then here I am working on the outside. As you can see, I hung things from the windows. I did a lot of different things, tried to make it feel like you are in a candy cane build. I really wanted that to come across in this build. And, you know, I might have went a little overkill with some of the decorations, but honestly, I think that they were super cute and super fun to do. So I really liked it. I used a bunch of seasons in this build. I used a bunch of eco lifestyle and a bunch of just different packs, so it's definitely not one that is pack restricted. And here I am using these eco lifestyle hexagonal lights on the side. I thought that it was really cute, you know, you like lined it with gumdrops and everything like that. I thought that was like a really fun thing to do. And of course I wanted to make sure that, you know, everything fit together and had a coherent theme. I also, of course, wanted to make sure that all of the colors were different for each of these different little lights. I was just trying to make it as colorful as possible. I wish that they had given us maybe like a blue swatch in this instead of that gray swatch. I think a nice turquoise or something a little bit more blue would work out really well. And I didn't really want to use the houndstooth one because I didn't think that it was very realistic, but I used it in a couple of places, I will admit. And then, of course, I made sure to add curtains. I really think that it's important for your Sims houses to have curtains on them. It just gives it that much more lifelike ability to see the house. And I know that the Sims don't care, but I really care about curtains. So I remembered to put in curtains. And in the backyard, I added in a onsen. So you just have a little area for your Sims to go outside and get into basically a hot tub. But we are getting close to the end of our video now. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you in another one. Bye, everybody.